Guys, so I'm here today to give you the answer for this riddle, and as always to give you a new riddle which answer I should give you in 1 week. If it's not one, it's gonna be two, but it's normally 1 week. Okay, so in this riddle you had several shapes. You had hexagons, pentagons, squares, you had bananas and clocks, and there were some mathematical equations in there. So first, before I give you the actual answer, let's just analyze what we have in here. We have three shapes with these hexagons and all these things all appearing in here, and then in the last row, which is the row with a question, the shape is different. There is no square. Okay. Then we have some bananas, and they always appears 4 bananas apart from the last row where you have 3 bananas in each time appearing. And then finally with the clock, they seem to be the same, but they are not. The first and the second are the same. They show 3 o'clock in the afternoon or in the morning, and then the last one shows 2. Okay, so what did I do? The first thing is I looked, so I'm going to put this on the side. So I looked at the first row, and it said that those 3 shapes, or those 3 mix of shapes, they give me 45. So if they give me 45, each shape is 15. And then I started to look that I had to see how much that square would count, because obviously at the end I'm not going to have that square. So I realized that actually each line is equal to 1. So if you look at it, let's pick this last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the hexagon, plus 5 from the pentagon, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, plus 4 from the square, 12, 13, 14, 15. So each line is 1. And this is good that I figured this out, because now I already know that this one is going to be 6 plus 5, which gives me 11, okay? Now, in the second one, I already know that this is 15, so the bananas are going to be 23 minus 15, which is 8. And then because I here have 3 bananas and not 4, I need to figure out how much each banana is worth as well. So 2 sets of bananas gives me 8 bananas, and each set has 4 bananas, right? So that means that each set equals to 4. So that means that each banana equals to 1. So this is good as well, because I know that here I will have 3 and here I will have 3, okay? And finally, let's then look, well, not finally, but you know what I mean. Let's look at the third row. So I have here the number 4, and I have the 2 clocks plus that 4 gives me 10. So 10 minus 4 is 6, so that means that the 2 clocks are worth 6. And again, I need to look beyond the clocks. I need to look at something because that I can figure out how much the clock is worth at any time, because as you know, here the clock shows 3 and here it shows 2. So what I realize is if 2 shows 6, then each clock is 3. So the clock, the way it works is the 3 is the time in hours. So here in the last row, I'm going to use the number 2, because here the number 3 gave me this calculation that gives me 10, okay? So having 3 here and 3 here gives me 6, and then plus 4 of the bananas gives me 10. So I'm going to apply this. So here I know I'm going to have 2, because I figured out that the 3 was the time in hours, so here the time is 2, plus 3 bananas, plus 3 bananas times this shape, which I already told you is 11. So now the only part that you need to do to figure out this riddle is to do the calculation. Remember that when you have a calculation with mixed calculations, per se, you need to prioritize multiplication and division, okay? So I actually need to do this first, and then I add these numbers, okay? So in the last row, I'm gonna have I'm gonna have 2 plus 3 times 11, so that's going to be 5 plus 33. So I need to do this very much in the beginning, 33. Here they didn't mess up with this one, so I could do 2 plus 3, that gives me 5. And 5 plus 33 gives me 38. So that means that 38 is the answer for the riddle. So I hope it made sense, and feel free to give it to other people and ask if they can give the answer to the riddle, and then you can go ahead and show them how you get this answer. And as always, I'm gonna give you a new riddle. This one, I decided to do a similar one to one that I did in the past because I think that the first one that I gave you, you got an idea of how you should answer to that riddle. So why not challenge yourself and now pick a different one with the same technique and the same way of thinking and see if you can figure out the result. So there you go. You have to figure out four things, the numbers that I should have in these four squares to make that the calculations are right. All the four calculations are right. So you have calculations in the horizontal way and in the vertical way. And of course, in the square, you need to have a number that fits for the calculations both horizontally and vertically. So give it a go. Ask other people as well, see if you guys have the same results or not, and then just wait a week, maximum 2, but it should be a week. Wait for a week for my answer, and up to my next video. Be happy and healthy. Hope you liked it. Bye!